Thank you so much to EA for allowing me early access and the time to play test and speak with the devs about Season 16 of Apex Legends. With all this news about Season 16 of Apex Legends, something I think that is one of, if not the most important changes, are the legend changes. The buffs, the nerfs, everything going on with our legends. So it's confirmed by the devs there are 7 legends getting tinkered with going into Season 16. And some we are anxious about more than others. Seer. I'm talking about Seer. The first thing that the devs told us was a breakdown of the infamous scan meta. If anybody knows me, watches my streams, they know I'm not the biggest fan of scan meta and having free information. We're gonna talk about Seer first. First and foremost, his ultimate cooldown is changing completely. I don't have the exact details. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the patch notes first, but from the devs directly, we were informed that Seer's ultimate cooldown will take a lot longer. Now, the most dominating thing about Seer was his passive. Being able to hold right click and scan everything for absolutely free. That's changing completely. You'll only be able to see the heartbeats of the enemies as you're looking at them. So it's not a constant scan, but it's only going to be in pulses. They also informed us that activating his passive won't be spammable anymore. There will be a duration of cooldown in between the times that his scan is working and when it's not. Scan is cool to have. It's a good thing to have to a degree as long as it's punishable to the character. And I think this is a great step forward for Seer. Hopefully we can see some more changes like that. And another change to Seer is that his heartbeat sensor is now audible to the enemies that he's looking at.
Wait, I'm looking directly at you and it's not like fully yellow. Oh, I have to be closer, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's true. I don't know if that's the cooldown or what, but there's supposed to be a cooldown now. When the enemy Seer is looking at you with their heartbeat sensor, you can hear the activation very, very loudly, even from a distance, that you're being scanned. So you're notified no matter what that a Seer is looking at you. Not only does this nerf to Seer change his abilities, but it also changes how it's affecting other people around them. Now, next, tackling the scan meta, Bloodhound was also nerfed. They're taking a step back from the constant scan and more focusing on Bloodhound's lore and tracking ability through a change for Bloodhound called the White Raven. So what that means is Bloodhound's ultimate will no longer refresh or speed up their tactical while you're in the Bloodhound ultimate. So instead, this is a completely different change. So instead, while you're in the ultimate, you will see these white ravens that you can interact with. And when you go up to them and interact with them while you're in the ultimate, they will lead you in the direction of the enemies nearby. So it's like, instead of a full scan, it's more of a directional track in an area. So you still do get information, but it's very, very different. So you're not gonna get free scans constantly happening over and over, the ability to see through walls. You're going to have to communicate with your team while following this White Raven to figure out exactly where these characters are. Their whole point in doing this is to utilize Bloodhound in finding fights faster when there's no one around. Those mid-game situations where you don't know where to go, where you don't know where to rotate to, you can pop Bloodhound's ultimate, track your enemies down, and have a good time, probably third-partying a fight. Let's be honest, because we don't take 3v3s in Apex anymore. Now we're going to talk about my favorite legend change in all these nerfs and buffs. Yes, even more than the Seer nerf, which I didn't think was possible. But my girl Wraith is getting a buff, specifically to her portal. So her portal distance and speed has increased about 150 from my testing in the firing range with her. The portal is now about 150 meters, give or take, from start to finish. It's long. Like it's really, 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 really long. That's not. And your speed is increased in the portal a little bit faster than it was in the past. Honestly, I really believe that this change to Wraith might bring her back in the meta. You can almost portal from one POI to a completely different one. It does take time. Your teammate's gonna have to wait for you to reach that position. Her tactical is exactly the same, and you still have to hit the jutsu before you hit your Q, but her portal distance is extremely faster. Now, Pathfinder's buff. I know all the Pathfinder mains have been begging and pleading and begging Respawn to buff Pathfinder, and we finally got one. It's to his ultimate as well, his zipline. His zipline goes a lot farther than the original one, but the big thing about it is that it's really fast now. The whole reason that it's so much faster is to stop the ability for your enemies to just beam you off the zipline. Because a lot of times, anytime I'm fighting a Pathfinder and they take a zipline, that's a free one clip. You know what I'm saying? Free 99. Mwah. But no, not anymore. Path is finally getting some love, and that's what we love to see. Next, we're going to talk about Lifeline. Lifeline's ultimate also got buffed. Her care package now descends extremely fast. I think it's 1.5 times faster than it was before. It's almost instant. The moment that you throw out your ultimate, the care package drops right away. Some may say the most hated character in the game. I would say Seer was the most hated character in the game, but some people really dislike Horizon, specifically controller players. But with that being said, Horizon is getting a nerf. The ability to be 100% accurate in her gravity lift has completely changed. It is no longer the case. There's bloom all over the place. It's going to be extremely difficult to do damage while going up in her Q. So now you can't really shoot out of it, but it goes extremely fast. Now more than ever, I believe that her Q will be used in a rotational sense, like maybe getting the height very fast for the entire team, or moving out of a way, getting out of a fight. It kind of fits in this new skirmisher class. So people think that Horizon might be unusable after her accuracy nerf, but truthfully, she's still extremely good and extremely fun. And they didn't touch her ultimate, so still really good. And last but not least, we are getting a Mirage buff. Both Mirage and the legend he's reviving will stay invisible for 4 seconds after the revive ends. With that being said, if either of you do pull out a weapon of any kind during that 4 seconds, it will end the invisibility right away and you'll be visible to everybody around you. So those are all the legend changes coming in season 16 of Apex Legends. Thank you so much to EA for allowing me the early access to get my hands on all these changes and have the experience with them, as well as speaking to the devs about it. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, because we are dropping all the early access season 16 content right here on this channel. And in season 16, we're cooking up a lot. Make sure to have the notification bell on, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.